Good morning. It's Linda, and I'm here to talk a little bit about something that caught my attention in Parshat uh, Vayakel. Vayakel is towards the end of the book of Shmot, Exodus, and it says the phrase that is really interesting to me is Kol Nadiv Libo Yavia. It says, men and women, all whose hearts moved them, all who would make an elevation offering of gold to Adonai, came bringing brooches and earrings and rings and pendants, gold objects of all kinds. And the instruction says that the motivation for their actions came from their hearts. Kol nediv libo. Lev means heart. And they brought their valuables to support the greater needs of the community. And that evoked a striking image. Why were they able to respond so quickly and collectively? What made their hearts be moved? In the Talmud, in Bava Batra, which is one of the tractates of the Talmud, it says, "Do not stand too long, for standing too long is harmful to the heart." And I don't think that they were intending to talk about a physical harm, although that may be true as well. But I think it means that a heart that's not used, that's not active, becomes insensitive to the needs and the pressures of the community outside. And it can deteriorate and can no longer contribute to the health of the entire body. So, what, on the other hand, does having a heart that is moved or a heart that is lifted, a willing heart, what does that mean? And the Jewish tradition, Torah teaches us about many different aspects of the heart. We read that Pharaoh's heart was hardened towards God and towards the Jewish people. And we also sing lyrics like in the Hatikva, Kol od balevav penima, nefesh Yehudi chomia. So as long as still within the innermost heart, the Jewish spirit sings, our hope is not lost. And in tefillah, in our prayers, we say that we love God, ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha, with all of our heart, v'chol nafshecha v'chol meodecha, with all our soul and with all of our might. And there's also a Yiddish saying, some of you may know some Yiddish, that says that the heart is small and embraces the whole wide world. And the heart is indeed small. It's just the size of a fist. But it helps us cope with challenges that we face in our communities. Like this hand tucked inside each of us, the heart has the power to strike like a fist or to gather and embrace like an open hand. And it's up to each of us to learn how to move our heart to embrace the whole world. And it certainly is appropriate for this time right after Hurricane Harvey has struck Houston, and the outpouring of donations and volunteerism is really touching, and I think that in these kinds of situations and in these times, people do dig deep and find the heart, find the willingness to give of themselves. Kol nediv libo, and the shoresh of nadiv is not just to be moved, but it means lehit nadev is to volunteer. So there's that connection between wanting your heart to that your heart is the source of our generosity, that the heart is the source of our strength to and our willingness to help others. It says also that everyone who excelled in ability and everyone whose spirit moved him responded to Moshe's command. I think it might be an interesting exercise to think about what does both of those groups characterize: those who excel in ability and those whose spirit moved them. Think about in what ways do those two things differ, and is one group better than the other? I guess you could offer an answer that says that maybe they are equal, and that it is not up to only those who have the ability to contribute to our society. So until the next time, I thank you for listening.